We'll try that one more time. Good afternoon, folks. Just working on some new audio feeds here, and hope you enjoyed the bumper music that we now have, and give you a little detail on that.
We'll
You can
try
also
that one
check
more
out on my
time.
channel
Good
where
afternoon,
that
folks.
is coming from, and I'll give you a little detail here in a
Working on
second.
some
Just
new
want to give you an
audio
update
feeds
before we
here,
get too close
and hope you enjoyed
to the bumper music that we now have, and give you a little detail on that.
We'll
You can
try
also
that one
check
more
out on my
time.
channel
Good
where that
afternoon, folks.
is. All right. Now I think I found all the right buttons. Going to be a busy day here with all the launches. We'll get all the stuff out of the way early. But we do have a launch coming up here shortly. We're looking at T0 for the Starlink Group 657 flight. T0 is going to be at approximately, if no change, at 12:36. We expect SpaceX to go launch here, go live for the launch coverage at about 12:29, about 10 minutes before. And this is us again, Starlink Group 657. This is another 23 payload Starlink mini sats version 2. For booster 1069, it is flight number 15. And again, this launch is due to go off here at on time T0 at about 20 minutes before the hour. We're looking at the manifest being, like I said, standard, and that'll be leaving out of Kennedy Space Center, Space Force Center. The busy day we have coming up, and we're going to be giving you the coverage on that also. Again, getting all the bugs out of the system here from a reconfig. Appreciate your patience on that. But tonight we also have the big event everybody's been waiting for, and that's going to be the Starliner CFT, the crewed flight test. That is also going to be out of Kennedy. T0 right now is set at 10:34 p.m. Launch coverage is effect to go in from NASA at about 6:30. We're probably going to run about 6 o'clock and keep you updated with the weather. Right now, we are looking at good weather conditions here in Florida, as you can see by the maps. Cloud cover is looking really good, and the only thing we had pending from the space weather folks out at the Cape was showing a 10% chance of delay due to cumulus cloud rules. Right now, the cloud cover is, best we can tell, minimal. Winds are blowing south, northeast out of over the ocean, over the coast into Cape. So everything's looking really good weather-wise. The chance of, with a 10% chance of an issue, that is a 0% chance of an issue usually, because nothing's ever 100%. So we are looking for hopefully 2 good launches today. One tonight being a very long coverage to hopefully a very successful launch and docking with the ISS. And we'll get more into the details. I don't want to muddy 2 launches together, especially with this big one going off tonight. And we'll get more into that as we get closer to launch time and we get into the feed for that. But again, right now we are looking at an on-time T0 for 657. And that'll put another 23 satellites into low Earth orbit. The turnaround on this, on Booster 1, Booster 1069, is 31 days. So it's running right in line with that 20 to 30 some day turnaround. And flight number 15 for this booster, so it's getting a little age on it. We now have 3 boosters with 20. You can go back and check all the prior videos we've put up with launch coverage. We had one just recently. So been a very busy week, and we got a fleet that is getting some serious use. And as we reported earlier in the week, right now SpaceX is in the process of recertifying the boosters, the Falcon 9 Block 5s, for 40 flights. And if you go back, the original intent was to fly these for 10 and retire them. 10 has pushed 20 in 3 cases. Would have been 4 had we not lost that one booster not too long ago, coming back to port. And they are in the process of now getting recertification to fly these guys for up to 40 flights apiece, which is absolutely phenomenal. If you take into the account the turnaround time, you take into account the cost savings between the stage 1 and the fairings. Fairings alone are $6 million, $3 million aside to recover and refly those. There's a whole lot of money being saved. And the average flight per Starlink runs about $67 million is what they estimate the cost at. So it's just amazing what SpaceX has been able to do in a very short period of time. And we hope that some of the other commercial carriers will be able to do the same. We have at least 3 coming up the line, including Boeing tonight, sending up their first manned test. Certainly the cost savings isn't the same with SpaceX, but each has its own setup, its own options that it can give. The Boeing will allow up to 5 possibly when certified, 5 astronauts. The Starlink is 4. Right now, who knows if we'll ever have that need, but it is good to have the additional space for another body if NASA deems it necessary. But right now, everything is a go, and we should be about 5 minutes out from coverage going live. And what we'll do is we're going to stand by. We're going to flip these maps a little bit for you. Keep an eye on the weather conditions. You'll notice that we do have the space 45th space weather report up, and we'll keep bringing that up to take a peek at it. That doesn't usually change unless it's ordered and warranted. Right now, the weather looks very good. So we'll switch over and stand by for just a minute, get all the feeds all lined up here. And first and foremost, want to give some thanks here. We do want to thank meteoblue for the weather, the data that they allow us to provide to our subscribers. I want to thank them every time. They're very, very gracious to allow us to use that. I'm going to switch over here so you can take a peek at some of this right now as I'm talking. I'd like to also thank our subscribers. We are blessed to have a huge number of people that have come back to us, and they keep coming back to watch the launches. We appreciate every one of you. Please continue to like and watch and check out those videos, because we really appreciate you taking the time and enjoying those videos with us. If you're not a current subscriber, please feel free to subscribe. Look around, see what you see here at our site. We are proud of what we have here. We feel like it's a family, and we love to bring people together so we can educate them, show the launches, show all these special events like the big one tonight, the manned launches going up. Being here in Florida, it's easy for us to maybe pull some of these together a little bit quicker and do some live stuff that others can't get to. We try to do that whenever we can. Absolutely want to thank SpaceX for providing the feeds to us all, and allowing us to share those with the public. It is a blessing to have that. As a child of the Apollo age, certainly we were never used to seeing the type of coverage that we get to see now. And we are very happy to share that with you all. And also, someone new to thank on the list here is our bumper music that we have now. DDS is the title of that, and that is performed by DJ Maddness of Maddness Productions. We want to thank Maddness Productions, Matt over there, for providing us with that custom music, and we look forward to sharing a whole lot more with you in the future. It's good to finally have some nice music that we can share along the broadcasts, and we do appreciate, again, Maddness Productions. You can check their link out. Go down to the comment section, and it's there, and you can go out and check their stuff out. But thank them again for being on board with us and providing us with that great music. So what we'll do here, we're coming up on probably the check-in time for SpaceX. I'm going to stand by If there's any change in TZ or anything comes up, we'll be sure to get that to you and get right back on. Otherwise, we'll be looking for the first of 2 launches today. Big, exciting day here down at Space Coast, Florida. I want to thank you all for coming by and visiting with us, and look forward to a lot of excitement, a lot of fun today. And be right back with you. Take care and hold on. All right, folks. As things would go, we do have a delay on 6:57 today. Just went in to check the current T0 time. I knew we were coming up on feed, and it looks like SpaceX has delayed the going live time until 2:07 Eastern Daylight Time here in Florida. Now that puts it out 30, about an hour and a half, a little bit more than an hour and a half. So at this point, we're going to stand by here. We'll keep the feed open, but we are looking at a T0 of a little bit down the road. No explanation yet. I'll be checking into that. But we'll be probably buffering right up against the end of that launch within a few hours going live for the second launch of the evening. So we'll stand by, let you enjoy the music, let you enjoy these maps. I'll come back in periodically, let you know where the current status is. But for now, we'll be standing by for a roughly 2:07 T0 Eastern Daylight Time for Group 657 Starlink Group from SpaceX. Appreciate you coming in. Thank you for all the support, and we'll be standing by for the revised T0. Thanks, everybody. folks, Papa D coming back at you again. Just wanted to give you the heads up. We are in a hold right now. Not so much a hold, but a little delay on the launch today. Group 657 is scheduled now to be at a T0 time of approximately 2:17, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll be going live with SpaceX's feed around 2:07. That's Central Daylight Time. So we appreciate you sticking with us. We've got the maps running here. Weather looks good in Florida. Everything looks good from that perspective. The holdup may be due to some cloud cover, but we also have two big launches today, so we'll get some more information as we can on that. Right now we're just in a holding pattern for a T0 of about, like I said, 2:17-ish. We're looking at about an hour, a little bit over an hour and 25 minutes, I believe. And we'll keep up to date on that and keep you updated with the time if there is any additional changes. Right now we are a go, and we're counting down to the first launch of 2 today. Thank you for coming by. We appreciate it. Appreciate all of y'all, and we appreciate our folks that have assisted us along the line putting this broadcast together. Going to be a long day and a long night, hopefully, and a good positive outcome across the board with these 2 launches. So thanks for coming out today. We'll be standing by. am now. Just want to give you the update. Looks like we have a T0 set at 2:14 Eastern Daylight Time. And we are right now at 12:47. So we're going to be hanging tight, waiting for that first launch of the day for a little bit. But at 2:14, if that new T0 time holds, we'll have about 3 hours and 45 minutes before going live again for the second launch of the day. So set your calendars on that. Please go up to the channel and hit the notify button if you can. We'd appreciate that, so at least we can get back to you when the live stream begins again. We'll just take a moment, though, to thank SpaceX again for putting the feed out there to meteoblue, to our subscribers, any new subscribers, and to our new bumper music. We appreciate all of that. Check through the maps here one more time. We're keeping a close eye on weather, making sure that's not the issue. It was a very slim chance of a weather issue that we were aware of today anyway. So it's a interesting delay, to say the least. But at this point in time, things are looking really good. I'm just checking all the screens right now, just trying to be ahead of all that, because it is definitely going to be a busy day. But again, we'll continue with thanking our subscribers, thanking our musical people over there in Maddness Productions. We appreciate the new bumper music that we're allowed to have now and bring to our subscribers. Hope you enjoy that. I think it's awesome, and hopefully much more to come. Check out their webpage also, or their YouTube channel. It's listed below. And like I said, everything looks good right now. We have Group 657, booster number 1069, Flight 15, waiting on the pad at Kennedy for a hopeful T0, revised T0 of 2:14 Eastern Daylight Time. So we'll stand by again. Just wanted to keep you up to date. For those that are joining us, you would have expected to see the launch by now. We would have too. All this is going to do is push things together a little bit, and certainly at the Cape, they're going to be busy today with all they got going on. So hopefully we'll have a lot of excitement and all good news at the end of the evening when these two birds are in the air and the next launch takes place. We have a couple of new astronauts heading towards the ISS. Again, we'll get more into that. We don't want to muddy two broadcasts together and confuse things, but you all know what the big excitement of the day is going to be, so we're going to try to cover that as best as possible, bring that all to you this evening. All right, with that, Papa D, we're going to stand by again. We're going to keep the maps flowing here, keep the current weather data up to date, and if there's any changes in the T0, any changes in anything, we will certainly let you know as soon as possible. Thanks, guys. We'll talk to you again real shortly here. Hey folks, Papa D coming in here real quick. Just wanted to give you one quick piece of information I've just received. The launch for this evening is, at this point, weather-wise, 95% go. That is per SpaceX and or SpaceX, the ULA website and NASA website. So we're looking good for tonight's launch. At this point, barring anything that gets in the way, we should have an interesting, fun evening to watch. But just wanted to pass that along that the weather right now is good. It's looking great for tonight. So that is at least one of the many things that has to happen. Very important one. Doubtful as far as cloud cover recovery, especially since we're looking at a manned mission. I'll be able to watch the launch with us this afternoon and come back for the next big event this evening. But I just wanted to pass that along to you. And we're standing by again. We have extension within the window of today's launch, and it is still scheduled right now for 2:14. We'll go live about with SpaceX hopefully about 7 minutes before. So we thank them for that, and we'll just stand by. Thanks for being with us today, folks. Do appreciate every one of you. All right, folks, just Papa D checking back in with you. And at this point, we are still holding for a T0 on Group 657 at about 2:14 today. A little bit of a delay, but can't see that there's anything wrong just other than a hold, ground hold. So we are standing by. Weather looks good. As you can see, we're running the maps. Everything still looks good from that perspective. Hopefully you're enjoying that coverage and the music that we have available to us from Maddness Productions. We appreciate that. We're just standing by. We are about 1:14 here in Florida. We're about an hour out from the first launch of the day. And then we'll be recycling, looking within about 3 hours and 45 minutes of starting the next cycle of coverage for the manned launch coming up this evening. The Starliner CFT flight test out of Kennedy. So I want to just say thank you for standing by today. You know, we got a bunch of people standing by and spending time with our family out here. We do appreciate every bit of that. We appreciate every one of you that take the time to subscribe and find your way back out to Papa's Place on a beautiful Florida day. Hope it's nice wherever you are. We certainly are enjoying our share of nice days here, and it's about to get much hotter. So good time to be inside streaming launches to all the friends and family. So we'll stand by here. Again, if we have any updates, we'll bring them to you. But at this point in time, everything we're checking here is telling us T0 should be in approximately 58 minutes. And we'll bring you that first launch of the Group 657 Falcon 9 Block 5. And that is Booster 1069, and they'll be leaving out of Kennedy, like I said, out of Slick 40. And we'll get that launch, hopefully, number 15, in and out and done. And we'll move on to the second of the day. The extended coverage we'll have coming from NASA. Be a big full night. So thanks for sticking with us. And a little bit less than an hour, we hopefully can get this bird off the ground and see a awesome launch and recovery. And this afternoon, the launch is going to be on Just Read the Instructions. I did not mention that earlier. Certainly it's going to be off the coast, and JRTI will be the receiving vehicle. So we'll see you back here very shortly. We'll be standing by, and again, if I have any other details, I'll be right back in here with them so we can get this one taken care of and see a great, exciting launch, number 1 of 2 today. Thank you all, folks. Appreciate it, and we'll be standing by. All right, everybody. Just wanted to check in real quick. Papa D here, back with you. It looks like we're still on track for T0. I threw a little timer up there, so you can keep an eye out on that while you're paging through those weather maps, which everything right now looks good. We're at about 42 minutes out with T0 holding. And again, for those of you just joining in, thank you for stopping by today. We appreciate every one of our viewers. And first launch of the day is booster 1069, flight 15 for that booster. This is Starship Group 6-57. Going to be launching out of the Cape today, about an hour from here, from our studio. Slick 40 is the pad. It will be landing offshore, and I believe that was just read the instructions, is going to be the receiving ship on that. Just checking all the details. Looks like we're still a go on timing, so that's a good thing. But just read the instructions is the receiving ship, drone ship today, and the timer is showing about 41 minutes. So we're still looking for a go with a T0 at about 2:14. And again, this is the first launch of the day. Second launch is going to be the another exciting launch from the Cape. This is good. That would be the Starliner CFT. Crewed flight test, and that is the Boeing Starliner that we've been waiting so long to see fly a formal test mission. It's flown a couple times, had its share of problems, had a lot of things that had to be redone, including a number of miles of wire insulation and valves, and it had its share of problems. But we really do need, as much as we do love the Dragon and we do love the SpaceX family, it is a good thing to have multiple operating and available spacecraft in the event something goes awry, and things will happen and do happen occasionally. So we are looking down the road at having the potential of at least 2 crewed vehicles coming shortly, with a possibility of a third down the road. So there's a lot going on. It's very exciting, and these schedules are so fluid, and I'm very thankful to the subscribers that you guys out there that you understand the times change, and the clock may change a number of times, and I'm on every night getting all the updates to make sure that what I put on the channel and what you're going to get notified about are accurate. So, but you can always get down to within an hour of T0 like this, and clock changes. So we appreciate every one of you for coming out. Thank you again. We're going to throw the thanks out to SpaceX for providing the footage and putting these launches out there for us to share. We appreciate the opportunity to educate all of our folks and let you all enjoy these launches and see and hear a lot of things that maybe you might not have the opportunity to otherwise. We thank meteoblue for the weather and the data. It's an awesome help on a day like this. We're looking at a less than 10% chance of weather-related issues. And as you see by the maps, they do look very good. We will thank our subscribers, and if you're not a subscriber, please feel free to subscribe, and please view, like the videos, view those videos, watch those videos. All that right now is the big thing. It gets us the ability to get more out in front of people and make the feeds more often, and be able to share what we're trying to do here with more and more people. And how to do that is you got to show YouTube the watch time and the views and all those things, all those dynamics that come up in the AI. So we appreciate every one of you for taking time and helping us out there and being a member of the family. If you're not a subscriber, I'd love to have you look around, see what we do here, and if you're so inclined, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell and do all those YouTube things. It is all a big help to us, and I do appreciate every bit of the support you give us and the support I get from many different sources outside of the family, online family, that I am blessed to have. And one thing I wanted to mention, too, if you all have a moment, if you want to support us in another way, you can head out to the gift shop. We've got a shop set up. It's at daviddeliverspace.store. You can see the link on the channel down below on the header page of all the videos. You can go out to the, again, daviddeliverspace.store, and that'll take you to our web shop. And we got a lot of cool merchandise, and we try to keep the prices reasonable, but everything goes in since we're not a monetized entity right now. And we just do what we can to keep it going and keep the coverage coming out to you and keep the streams coming. So every bit helps. And if you want to support the cause in that way, and go out and grab a mug or hat or a shirt or something like that. We try to, again, keep the prices reasonable. We appreciate every bit of that. It all helps the effort as we grow the page and grow our presence and get some things out there in the future. We will be working a podcast here, a weekly podcast, very shortly. I've mentioned that a little bit in past streams, and we're going to get that a little bit more information out on that here in the next week, 2 weeks possibly. So that's going to be a big help. And again, thank you to Maddness Productions for the bumper music, custom bumper music. You can go out and check their page. I've got a link out there for them also. DJ Maddness has been a big help in helping get us a little bit of entertainment on these long holds and our lead-ups. So we do appreciate that. Go check out the stuff. There's going to be a lot more coming from them, and we appreciate the support and the sponsorship from them. So thanks again to Matt over at Maddness Productions. All right, with that, we're going to stand by. We're about 35 minutes out. We're looking at the second clock. It's running about pretty darn close. So we'll stand by here. I'll double-check everything, try to line it all up as soon as we get a live feed here. In about 2:07 Eastern Daylight Time. I'll check that one more time to make sure they haven't changed the feed times. We are looking. Come on. Sometimes the computers just don't want to play nice. But, yeah, we're looking at SpaceX hopefully going live with us, and we can grab that feed at about 2:07, which should be in about 20, just a little less than, a little more than 20 minutes. About 21, 22 minutes, hopefully. So thanks again for staying by, and we will let you enjoy this music a little bit more. And as soon as we have a feed, we'll bring that back to you. Again, if we have any additional information, anything changes, we'll let you know right away. From the bottom of Papa D's heart, thanks y'all for coming out and staying with us. Let's enjoy this launch together and then get ready for the second big event of the night later on this evening. All right, folks, be back very shortly. everybody. We are still looking good for the T0 that's coming up at approximately 2:14. We're going to be hopefully going live with SpaceX shortly. Got some video feed issues coming in through on our end, but we will deal with that in due time. We'll just stand on by, but we're looking good, and we're going to keep standing by till that feed comes through here at about 2:07. 57 out of Cape Kennedy, Florida. Looking forward to that very shortly. Receive it, and we'll punch that right out to y'all. Thanks again for standing by with us. We appreciate every one of you.